Hi, in this video we're looking at slightly more complicated rules and techniques of differentiation. We're going to start with quotient rule in this video. We've already learned product rule. Quotient rule is familiar. In one of my other videos I show you how quotient rule and product rule are related, because they really are. But focusing on quotient rule, we've got the derivative with respect to x of some function f of x divided by another function g of x is going to be equal to g of x times f prime of x minus f of x times g prime of x, all divided by g of x quantity squared. A quick pattern that you might remember is if we call g of x the low function and f of x the high function, we could say that it's low d high, d standing for derivative, so low d high minus high d low over low squared. Okay, so just a way that I teach my students how to remember that. That are the Arnold Schwarzenegger style, which is the denominator times the derivative of the numerator minus the numerator times the derivative of the denominator all over the denominator squared. It's slightly ridiculous, I know. But again, if you notice in the function here, all we really have are f of x, g of x, and f prime of x, g prime of x. So if we have our two functions here, f of x, 5x plus 3, and g of x being 4x squared plus 1, first thing I'm going to do is find those two derivatives. So f prime of x is going to be differentiating 5x plus 3. That's actually just 5, which is convenient and helpful. G of x is 4x squared plus 1. So differentiating the front end, I get 8x, and differentiating 1, I get 0. So I'm done there. So f prime of x is 5, g of x is 8x. So now that we have all of these pieces, oh, sorry about that, I need a derivative. Okay, now that we have all of those pieces, we're just going to plug it into the formula. So it's low, or the g of x function. So it's 4x squared plus 1 times the derivative of the high. So again, low d high. Derivative of the high function is 5. And then from there, we're going to subtract high, 5x plus 3, that entire piece, times g prime of x. So high d low. The d low is 8x. And again, we're multiplying those together. And we're dividing this entire piece by my low squared, which is 4x squared plus 1 quantity squared. Okay, so there's the entire piece there. Something that you need to look out for, if you ever have a function to a power, there might be some pieces that you can factor out of your numerator and maybe reduce with your denominator. Not always, but sometimes it does. And from here, again, you could combine this constant with this binomial here, and this binomial times this monomial, and simplify to bring it in. But this is your basic piece. Okay, so there is your derivative of that quotient. Thanks.